Good morning, students. So we shall be continuing the remaining problems of cash flow statements. Next, let's move on to illustration number 44. So in the problem, they have given us the balance sheet. Additional information is as follows. We have dividend paid during the year 36,000. We have not current investment costing 10,000 sold at 40%. We have tangible fixed assets and accumulated depreciation. We have additional debentures amounting to 50,000 issued at par. So first we need to prepare a non-current investment account, fixed asset account, accumulated depreciation account, and we also need to calculate our net profit before tax. So the first step is calculation of net profit before tax. So what is our profit and loss? Profit and loss balance as on March 2012. How much is it? 56,000 less profit and loss balance on March 2011. How much is it? Negative 30,000. So minus of minus becomes plus. It is 86,000. Then we will add. They have given us in the adjustment dividend paid. So we will be adding the dividend paid. How much is the dividend paid? It is 36,000. No information about provision for taxation is given. So we will not have any provision for taxation. So what is the net profit before tax? It is 1,22,000. Next we will prepare a fixed asset account. 4 columns: particulars, amount, particulars and amount. So first step is to bring down the balance. To balance brought down. How much is it? 2 lakh. Go to note number 4. We have fixed asset 5 lakh and 2 lakh. So to balance brought down will be 2 lakh and by balance carried down will be 5 lakh. In the adjustment, what they have given? Tangible fixed asset costing 20,000, accumulated depreciation 8,000, was sold for 17,000. So we will have by accumulated depreciation. How much is it? 8,000. In bracket you can write depreciation on sale of asset. Again there is a sale. We sold it for 17,000. So we will write by bank account in bracket sales. How much did we sell for? 17,000. So we need to find out whether there is a profit or loss. So it was costing us 20,000. We had depreciation of 8,000 and we sold it for 17,000. So after this account you can write down calculation of profit or loss on sale of fixed tangible asset. Underline this. Next line you will write cost of machine. How much is it? 20,000. We had accumulated depreciation of 8,000. So we deduct the accumulated depreciation, we get 12,000 and we sold it for 17,000. So less sale of machine 17,000. So do we have a profit or loss? We have a profit of 5,000 rupees. So we get profit. Where do we write the profit? Debit side or credit side? We write it on our debit side to P&L account. Gain on Now what is the total we get? Which side is more, debit or credit? Our credit side is more. What's the total? 5,25,000. 5,25,000. So balancing figure will be a purchase of fixed asset. So to bank account in bracket purchase of fixed asset. How much is it? 3,20,000. So this is how we prepare a fixed asset account. Next we will prepare a accumulated depreciation account. Why do we prepare a accumulated depreciation account? To know the current year's depreciation. First step is to bring down the balance. By balance brought down, it is 30,000. Note number 4. To balance carried down, it is 48,000. Then we have accumulated depreciation on sale of machine. So we will write to fixed asset account. How much was it? 8,000. So which side is more, debit side or credit side? Debit side. What is the total? 56,000. 56,000. Whatever is the balance, that will be a current year's depreciation. So write by depreciation account in bracket current year's depreciation. It is 26,000. So our last account we need to prepare is a non-current investment account. So again, first step is to balance brought down. What is our balance? It is 40,000. Closing balance is, by balance carried down is 45,000. After that we have non-current investment costing 10,000. We sold at a profit of 40%. So we will write by bank account in bracket sales. So 10,000 we sold it for 40% profit. So it is 10,000 plus 40 by 100. How much do we get? We get as 14,000. So what is the profit on sale of investment? To profit on sale in bracket it will be, so to profit on sale it is 4,000. The non-current investment costing 10,000 was sold for 14,000. So what is the profit? It is 4,000. So whatever balancing figure we get, which side is more? Our credit side total is more, that is 59,000. 59,000. So our balancing figure will be purchase of current investment. So to bank account it is 15,000. So the purchase will come in our investing activity, sales will come in our investing activity, profit will come under our operating activities. So let's prepare our cash flow statement. Surya Roshni Limited cash flow statement for the year ended 31st March 2012. Particulars, amount and amount. So first we need to write down cash flow from operating activities. Under that, net profit before tax. What is our net profit before tax? We have already calculated, it is 1,22,000. Then we have adjustments for non-cash items. It is, we need to add all the expenses. We have depreciation. How much is the depreciation we got? 26,000 from our tangible assets, fixed tangible asset. Then under our short-term provision we have provision for doubtful debts. How much is it? 14,000 minus 10,000, that is 4,000. Then we have provision for repairs. It is 2,000. And then we have interest on debentures. Under our adjustments, point number 4, They have given us additional debentures amounting to 50,000. We issued at par on 1st August 2011. So under our long term borrowings we have 15% debentures. Last year it was 2 lakh. This year it is 50,000, which means there is a issue of debentures. So when they is fresh issued, they have not directly given us the interest, so we need to calculate our interest on debentures. So that will be added to our expenses. So write interest on debentures. How do we calculate? Last year what was the interest? It was 2 lakh into 15%, that is 30,000, and on par they issued again 50,000 into 15 by 100 into for how many months did they issue? They issued it for August. So August, September, October, November, December, January, February, March, because our year ending is March. How many months? 8 months. So it is 8 by 12, which is 5,000. So what is the total interest we get? 35,000. If you all are confused, we need to calculate our interest on debentures. First, last year what was the interest? 2 lakh. It is paid for the whole year. That is from 31st March 2011 to 31st March 2012. So we get 2 lakh into 15%, we get 30,000. Then we add whatever there is fresh issue. Fresh issue is 50,000. 50,000, 15% for how many months? From August till March 2012. So total we get is 35,000. Clear? 1,89,000. Then we deduct our income. What is the income? We have profit on sale of fixed assets. How much is it? 5,000. And we have profit on sale of investment, non-current investment, that is 4,000. So total is 9,000. We get 1,80,000 as operating profit before working capital changes. Then we add decrease in current asset and increase in current liability. What is the decrease in current assets? We have trade receivables 1,20,000. In current liabilities we have trade payables 60,000. We get 1,80,000. Then we deduct increase in current assets and decrease in current liabilities. Only increase in our inventory by 50,000. So do we have any tax paid here? No. Net cash flow from operating activities is 3,10,000. Next we have cash flow from investing activities. Under our investing activities we have purchase of fixed asset. How much is the purchase? 3,20,000. Then we have sale of fixed asset. It is 17,000. Then we have purchase of non-current investment 15,000. And we have sale of non-current investment, that is 14,000. So what answer do we get? We get net cash flow from investing activities as 3,04,000 negative figure. Last we need to calculate our cash flow from financing activities. Go to your balance sheet. Do we have issue of share capital? Yes. So issue of share capital, how much? 4 lakh minus 4,75,000, it is 75,000. Then we have issue of debentures. How much is it? From 2 lakh it is 2,50,000. So it is 50,000. Then under our reserves and surplus we have securities premium. How much is our securities premium? 60,000. Either you can then we have dividend paid in the adjustments. How much is the dividend paid? 36,000, negative figure. Then we have interest on debenture, that is negative 35,000. So whatever answer we get is our net cash flow from financing activities. What's the total we get? It is 1,14,000. Then do we have net increase or decrease? A plus B plus C. It is net increase of cash and cash equivalents. It is how much? 3,10,000 minus 3,04,000 plus 1,14,000. We get 1,20,000. A plus B plus C. Then we add cash and cash equivalents at the beginning of period. So in our balance sheet we have cash and cash equivalents and we have current investment. So 44,000 plus 50,000, 94,000. So what is the answer we get? It is 2,14,000. So cash and cash equivalents at the end of the period. It is 2,14,000. You can tally the answer by adding 1,84,000 cash and cash equivalent plus current investment 30,000. You get 2,14,000. Next line, take down a working note. Calculation of interest on debentures. Under that, interest for the year 2011, in bracket you will write 2 lakh into 15%. How much is it? 30,000. Add fresh issue on 1st August 2011. So how much will it be? 50,000 into 15% into 8 by 12. 5,000. So total interest is 35,000. So that's all for today. Please revise the format and the sums. We shall continue it in the next class. Thank you.